You're watching 48 Fastcast.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Margot Gray with this 48 Fastcast, our digital version of your top headlines in a short, to the point, fast newscast. Let's start in Decatur, where Mayor Tab Bowling addressed cameras during a news conference this morning to refute comments made by Councilman Billy Jackson during last night's City Council work session. We brought that to you last night at 10. Councilman Jackson says the police officer called the Fultondale police chief last month looking for information about incoming police chief Tory Mack. That officer claimed to be acting on behalf of the city's Human Resources Department and wanted the, quote, good and bad on Mack. The chief told Councilman Jackson he only had good things to say about Mack and even let this police captain talk to his wife. She worked with Mack at the training facility in Birmingham and also had good things to say. At today's news conference, Mayor Tab Bowling said Jackson's claims are not true, and Jackson says he stands by every word.
Councilman Jackson created another false narrative saying that one of our police officers misrepresented himself in doing an investigation. And that is simply not the case. This officer, I've talked with him. He said he didn't do it, and I believe him.
So rather than trying to find evidence that to show where I'm wrong, or to show that I'm right, he started lashing out. So, it's not a whole lot that I can say about that sort of reaction from a guy who's serving as our mayor right now.
So 48's Callie Neese is in Decatur following this story. She also talked to Fultondale's police chief, who had plenty to say about this conversation. Look for her live report coming up at 4 p.m. And we have an update on the truck driver accused of wreaking havoc on the highway, leading to multiple wrecks and the death of a college athlete. John McAdams admitted in a police report that prior to the crashes along I-65 last Tuesday, he drank an unknown amount of tequila in a water bottle and ingested kratom. He told investigators he pulled over to rest and drink tequila before taking a nap. He then got back out on the road, driving as fast as 90 miles per hour. That's when investigators say he crashed into 22-year-old William Hardrick. The Austin Peay football player was killed when his car flipped several times near Piney Chapel Road. McAdams is charged with murder, leaving the scene of an accident, and DUI. He's also accused of being responsible for 7 other crashes spanning over 27 miles of terror. The judge is sending this case on to the grand jury after a preliminary hearing today. That judge is also going to decide on whether to grant him bond within the next 24 hours. Well, if you live in the city of Madison, you have another chance to share your thoughts on a recent decision to remove fluoride from the water supply. Leaders with Madison Utilities decided to make that decision, citing the cost of processing the mineral is too high and creates a safety hazard for employees. A public hearing is happening at 5:30 tonight at Madison Utilities. That's the building along Ray Sanderson Road. Everyone is encouraged to attend. Officials are expected to stop adding fluoride to the water system on June 16th.
Now, your 48 First Alert weather forecast with meteorologist Jeff Denoyer.
Another day and still tracking showers, a few rumbles of thunder. If you don't have rain falling at your house right now, you might even have a little bit of sunshine. One of those days where sun, clouds, rain, and we keep doing it throughout the afternoon, and we have rain out there now. The heaviest of rain falling near Town Creek in Hillsborough. Some lighter showers scattered across the Tennessee Valley. Nothing really all that organized. Not much thunder so far, and I don't expect too much in the way of thunderstorms through the evening, mainly just a rain event, all still wrapping around this low pressure that we've been talking about for now 5 days. It has lifted north and will continue to move away from the area as we go into tonight and tomorrow. That will improve the weather conditions across the Tennessee Valley, and eventually the low pressure will be out of the forecast. Temperatures where you've had some sunshine, you've warmed up into the 70s. Where you've had more showers, you're still in the 60s. And I still think the shower chance will at least continue through the evening with a few lingering showers overnight. But the trend is to start to dry things out a bit for the middle to end of the week and really warm things up. I'll have much more on your forecast coming up in just a bit.
All right. Well, the city of Madison has sworn in its newest fire chief. We'll tell you all about them next on 48 Fastcast. Well, welcome back. There's a new fire chief for the city of Madison. City council members appointed Brandy Williams to take charge of the fire department. Williams started her career with Madison Fire and Rescue back in 1998 and rose through the ranks to become deputy chief in 2016. She served as acting fire chief twice, with her most recent stint being earlier this year. Williams will replace David Braley, I should say, who left for another position in Virginia.
Now, your 48 First Alert weather forecast with meteorologist Jeff Denoyer.
I had a few showers when I came into work today, working across the area from west to east. Notice the direction of the rainfall all week long has been essentially east to west or southeast to northwest. Now we've changed the direction of the rain. And you say, well, why is that such a big deal? It means the low pressure that's responsible for this rainfall the last couple of days has lifted to our north. And now we're starting to see the back edge of the wraparound rainfall falling moderately right now along 72, or I should say Joe Wheeler Highway, out towards Town Creek and Hillsborough and Lawrence counties. A few light showers northwest, and then a scattering of showers throughout the east. We had a quick little shower here in Huntsville, temperature 73. A lot of clouds, but I did have a little sunshine at the house this morning, and it was quite nice. Temperatures range from 60s to 70s, all dependent on how much sunshine you've had. And the winds have been a little stronger out of the southwest today, different direction with that as well. About 10 to 15, they've gusted to about 20 miles an hour throughout much of the day. So here's the showers, low pressures to the north, and it's all coming back around our area. And there could still be a few rumbles of thunder through the evening, but so far the dynamic hasn't really been there for thunderstorms. It's really just been some showers. If we're going to pop a thunderstorm, it would be through the evening, even though the showers will linger overnight. The low pressure continues to very slowly lift off to the north, and that counterclockwise rotation around the low throws the rainfall back into our area. Now, I'm going to show you the hour-by-hour forecast, and it's going to be less than impressive, but there's still some showers in the forecast. So through the time we get to the evening hours, still tracking a little bit in the way of some showers. Again, this is not going to light up the entire graphic. Where you have a shower, though, they'll come down heavy at times. At least the rainfall rates could increase briefly. And then overnight, still a few showers. And even on Wednesday, can't quite take them completely out of the forecast. Isolated shower or storm, but most areas will stay dry. And it turns out to be a nice day. Thursday, a mix of sun and clouds and very warm. Temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Friday, we've added a little cloud cover, and that 30% is more at night, and that's when we got to keep an eye on the radar because a few strong or even severe storms are possible Friday night and throughout the day on Saturday.
All right, that'll do it for your Fast Cast. Thanks for joining me here online. We will be back here online in just a few minutes with Before the 4. And don't forget to join us for our 4 o'clock newscast on TV. And breaking news, of course, coming up for you at 5, 6, and 10. We'll have you covered. Have a good afternoon.